morning, everybody. Yeah, I played the intro for our I'm Flying song. That was Amy Lacey and the Fly Baby Chorus. And it was an amazing time when we introduced that song. I have my vitamin C water filled up and ready to go. I have my purple rags, I have my pink rags, and I have my silver rags, and we're going to answer questions today. But before we get started, the reason I'm coming home on early is the president is going to be speaking in a little while, and I want to try to get as much stuff done before that happens. It never starts on time, so we're in an emergency situation, and we have to listen. We have to listen. We may not like it, but we have to listen. I listened to Scott Adams this morning. He had lots of good news, so if you get a chance to catch his podcast on Periscope, go do it. It'll be uploaded to YouTube a little later. And we're going to be okay, y'all. We're going to be okay. We're going to go through some tough stuff, but in the end, we're going to be okay. I've been researching a medication that they've been talking about for days, and evidently it's readily available. It's for malaria, and it's supposed to kill this virus. I don't know that viruses live, but it's supposed to destroy it. I think to destroy a virus, you have to break down you've all seen the picture of the coronavirus. It looks like a sphere with points. Well, it must break that down. And somebody was asking me what happened to my magic wand. Well, I'm a little bit closer to the screen, and I don't have to use it as often, but I still have it, and it's in my FlyLady vase over here to the side. So it's right here. Now, we just have to laugh, everybody. We have to laugh. We have to laugh at everything that's happening. It's some serious stuff, but we have to laugh. If our laughter goes away, then we're all. I forgot my. I got on my little scarf Liz gave me for Christmas. So we just have to laugh. And laughing is good for us. Laughing is so good for us. So this morning, a friend of mine from Portland sent me a video of a dad. And I have laughed so hard. He talked about how many sheets of toilet paper were on a roll and how many poops you could get out, except he didn't say poop. How many poops you could get out of that, and that people who were hoarding trying to buy 4 cases of toilet paper were really, they would have to poop 100 and something times a day to need that much toilet paper. So we're good, y'all. And if worse comes to worse, we have our pink rags and we have our purple rags. We have our laundry basket full of unmatched socks. We can do whatever we need to do. Yep. And do it responsibly. So, folks, some of the good things coming out of the news are the canals in Venice are clearing up. They can see fish, and the pollution in the air over some Chinese cities is gone. Now, think about that. Just a little, the Chinese take 2 to 3 weeks for a Chinese New Year every year. What if we planned to take 2 to 3 weeks every year just to clear up the environment? That would be amazing. So, I know we've had a lot of new people join us. A lot of new people. And people are expecting me to guide them. And I've done this for 20 years. I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. And our system is different from everything out there. I'm not going to make you pull everything out of your closet and try on everything. Because right now, we're circling the wagons. And what are the 3 things we've got to do? we got to put something on the table for our families to eat. Got it? We got to get food on the table. The next thing we've got to do is we got to get laundry done, because we're still wearing clothes every day. You're not in your jammies all day long. We got to get our laundry done. And what makes our house look messy? It's hot spots. So we're at war against this coronavirus, and the people that know how to take care of that, they're doing their job. Our little field of endeavor, our little place to start is our homes. So let's get a load of laundry going. Let's get a load of dishes going. Let's get something in the crock pot. Get something in the crock pot for dinner. And let's clear off a hot spot. That's 3 things. So go get dressed to lace up shoes, because that is our habit for this month. Being dressed to lace up shoes. And not just you. It's your whole family needs to be dressed to lace up shoes. Unless there's one of you that's sick and they need to be set aside in a room, in a man cave, away from everybody. And you leave stuff at the door for them. Just, this is what we got to do to keep our whole family from going down with this mess. So let's take care of ourselves. Let's get some exercise. And Scott was talking about taking a walk in his neighborhood and people giving him like 15 feet. When you are walking on sidewalk, you don't cross each other on sidewalk. Everybody goes off to the side when you meet somebody. So let's get some exercise. There are drive-in movies popping up. I remember drive-in movie theaters when I was a kid. That was our favorite place to go in high school, was a drive-in movie, and we would hang out at the back, on the back row. I've been to Paragosa Springs. Yeah, I'm reading some comments along the way. So let's be calm, get laundry going, get dishes going. Let's take our purple rags and some alcohol and go around and wipe things down. And let's circle the wagons and let's take care of our family, because some of us may be scientists, but most of us are just everyday people trying to stay calm and know that this too shall pass. God's got this, y'all. God has got this. So everybody, just circle your wagons, get the laundry going, get something for dinner in the crock pot, get the dishwasher going. If you know how to make bread, make a loaf of bread. It's just comfort food right now. Comfort food. So take care of yourself. Now, we've had a lot of new people join, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the system. We established simple habits. Simple little habits. We practice a new habit every day. Before I get started on this, let me do what today's today is the 19th, isn't it? Yep, today's the 19th. This is our book, Chaos to Clean in 31 Easy Baby Steps. We're on day 19. Are you ready for your home to feel like a vacation getaway? Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Yeah, we're stuck at home. We're having a staycation. We are having a staycation. Got it? We're having a staycation. Oh, and then the quote of the day is, flying is a process of establishing habits that will transform your home from the chaos, can't have anyone over syndrome, to the tranquility that changes your life. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that not an appropriate thing? It's just blows me away how God works. That's exactly what we needed today. So how the system works, let me start with a little story. In January of 1999, 21 years ago, I set out to get organized. January 1st, get organized. And to get organized, I pulled out my card file system from Pam and Peggy. Pam Jones and Peggy Young. Pam Young and Peggy Jones. I got them mixed up, sorry. And from the 80s. They wrote a book in 1977. I think I found it in the early 80s. And it was a card file system where you made a card for the things you do weekly, monthly, and daily. And you put those cards into your system of days of the month and days of the week. And instead of my card file system being a little cute 3x5 recipe box, mine was 18 inches long. I went obsessive with it. I had a card for everything, even going to use toilet paper in the bathroom. Yep. Even when to go to the bathroom. So what I realized that day on January 1st, because in the South, we have a saying, whatever you do on New Year's Day, you're going to do every day for the whole year. So we don't wash dishes and we don't cook and we don't do laundry because we don't want to do those every day of the year. But the secret is, if you do that every day of the year, your house is going to look good all the time. Your house is going to look good all the time. So I looked at this card file system and it was 18 inches long. I had stuck it underneath my kitchen cabinets, inside the cabinet, so I didn't have to look at it because it made me feel bad because I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it. Then I took the cards. And I thought, okay, I sorted them. I played deal a card. I sorted them into piles. A monthly pile, a weekly pile, and a daily pile. And daily dealt with our morning, afternoon, and evening routines. It's the things that we need to do. It's just the things that we need to do. So, I looked at this pile. It was 50 cards of things we need to do every day, and I was overwhelmed. So I said, I can't do this. I started beating myself up because I couldn't keep house. And then I thought, I'll make a list. How many of you made a list today? I'll make a list. So I made a list, and it was the front and back of a lined sheet of notebook paper. And I can't do this. It's too many things. So I thought to myself, okay, I can do one thing. Scott Adams likes to call them micro steps. I call them baby steps. Baby steps. 31 easy baby steps. Do one thing. I picked keeping my sink clean and shiny. Because my husband had told me, honey, if you'll, keep the water out of one side, if you'll keep one side of the sink empty, I'll make you coffee. And to this day, he makes me coffee every single day. A beautiful cup of espresso coffee. And I thought, if I keep my sink clean and shiny, and I spent, on that New Year's Day, I spent 2 hours shining our kitchen sink. Now, we had a little one-butt kitchen, and Robert had built the house in the mid-70s, I think 1975. It was dark. There was an energy crisis going on, and I don't know what all, but he built an energy-efficient house with not a lot of windows and a one-butt kitchen because he was a bachelor. And we have hard water. We have really good water, but we have hard water. So I spent 2 hours shining that kitchen sink. I had to take a chisel practically to get the calcium deposits off the sink. And by the time I got finished with this stainless steel sink. I scrubbed it with, I put hot water in it and put some bleach in the sink, like a cup of bleach in the sink, and let it soak for a little bit while I scrub the other side of the sink with some comment. And I'm telling you, I spent 2 hours and this sink didn't look this good even when it was new. The faucets were clean. Everything was beautiful. And when you have a sink that is that shiny, guess what? You won't put a dirty dish in it. You're going to empty your dishwasher. You're going to make sure you have a place to put those dirty dishes. So as soon as the dishwasher got finished, I put all the dishes away. I had a dirty dish disposal unit. Yep. And then my countertops got cleared and clutter went away, and I wiped them down, which is the most amazing thing these purple rags do. And it was wonderful. My whole kitchen was clean. By the end of the month of January, my only job was to shine my sink, and the rest of the kitchen just fell right into place. It was contagious. That's a good way to be contagious. Clean being contagious. Having the kitchen clean set me up for being able to cook without being behind the 8 ball. So that one habit changed my life, and it can change yours too. So that's how FlyLady started. And we practice a new habit each month, but right now we've been doing the 31 baby steps. This is a great book to get to help you to get right into it. It's on our website, in our Fly Shop, and it's on Amazon. So we fulfill. Somebody's calling me. I don't know why somebody's calling me. Anyway, here we go. And let's get this book, or just jump in right where we are. We're going to start and we establish a morning routine, and they're small routines, 3 to 5 things. An afternoon routine and a before bed routine. And the most important routine of the day is your before bed routine, because it sets you up for tomorrow. So when your feet hit the floor, you know exactly what you got to do. So there you have it. I've got some questions, and guess what? They didn't print on the back, and I am one happy camper. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. So let's get started with our question and answer day. The first question is, do you have any ideas for cleaning the oven racks? First off, don't be cleaning any oven racks today. No, don't do it. We got better things to do. But to clean the oven racks, I just use an SOS pad. Or you can get some of that fume-free Max on Amazon or at the grocery store, but we're staying out of the stores. And I have a self-cleaning oven, and I just leave my racks in the oven when I clean my oven, and everything comes out clean. And then you have to brush things up. I use a rubber scrubber to brush everything up, and then I wipe out my oven with a purple rag and wipe down the racks. But don't get all caught up painting the bathroom instead of cleaning it, you know? Don't get the cart before the horse. There'll be time for cleaning the oven racks another day. We have got to keep our children occupied because they're not in school. We've got to take care of ourselves, our own well-being. We've got to take care of ourselves. And that's not doing right. Let me get that right there. And we've got to make sure our home is clean and sanitized. That's our job right now. Oven racks are not going to make us sick. But somebody bringing germs into your house will. So everybody get their shoes on. We'll clean the oven racks when we're in zone 2 next month, because we've already been in zone 2 this month, and zone 2 comes around every month. And one of the other things we do, we break our home into zones. So zone 1 is your front porch, the entrance of your home, and your dining room. Zone 2 is your kitchen. Zone 3 is your main bathroom. That's the zone we're in this week. And zone 4 is your master bedroom, bathroom, and closet. And zone 5 is your living room. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to go through all of these zones. What are some of your suggestions to stay motivated when dealing with body clutter? Oh, here's the best suggestion I have heard all day long. And I'm heeding this right now, that overweight people with diabetes, are not fighting this virus off very well. A family of 7, 3 of the people died in this family. And what they had in common was being overweight. Now, if that doesn't motivate you to lose some body clutter, I don't know what will. So let's start eating properly. Let's get out and take a little walk. Get out into a sunbeam. Even if you just sit on the porch and bask like a cat in a sunbeam, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And that'll motivate you more than anything. And Leanne says you can sprint anytime. When we're in zone 2, we do something called a sprint, and go to Saving Dinner /sprint and jump in right now. The meal plans are so simple. You build this soup that is just amazing, and cut out sugar altogether. Okay, next question. What's the best way to sanitize laminate hardwood floors? Mop them. Mop them with hot soapy water, and you can put a teaspoon of bleach in the water. That's it. You don't even have to use soap. But if you'll put a teaspoon of bleach in a bucket of water, hot water, and grab our mop, here's our new mop. It's a big mop. It's called a big mop. If you put this down in hot water with a little bleach water in it and go over your floors, you're going to sanitize them. I mean, I've been thinking about this all night long because I saw one of the questions on the next question coming up. The main thing is you got to clean the floors. They're not going to get sanitized if you just sit and look at them. You got to put a little elbow grease behind it, ladies. So, mop your floors. Put your children in their bathing suits. You want them to have something fun to do? Put some shaving cream down on the floor and let them scoot around on their bottoms. Don't let them slip and slide on their sock feet like they're ice skating. Stay low and let them scoot around and slide and pull each other on a wet towel, and you're going to be so amazed at how clean your floor is going to get. And then take some dry towels and let them wipe it all up. And they're going to have fun. You're going to have a clean floor, and everybody's going to be happy. Okay. How do you suggest I sanitize carpets without having to shampoo them? I don't think you can. But I've thought about this all night long because that was one of the questions. I never look at the questions ahead of time. And so I've been thinking about this all night long, and I guess I studied on it during the night. What I came up with is this virus doesn't stay on carpets very, very long. It's on a surface. It stays on hard surfaces longer than anything. So I would take our mop, our little mop right here, And I would take some alcohol solution and just mop over the top of, just over the surface of the carpet. Now, there are things you can buy that are UV rays that you can sanitize things, like in hotel rooms and different things like that. But just know that vacuuming is going to get stuff up. Use your carpet sweeper. It's going to get up the dog hair and the dust and different things. And this virus sticks to those things. So just daily maintenance is going to help you. That's one of my little crystals. I've been hanging them on my little sculpture that makes me happy. So that's the only way I know to sanitize carpets. Now, if you're going to get a carpet cleaner, one of those ones that you put hot water in, I have in the past to sanitize carpets. I had carpets that it wasn't going to hurt. They were old. I would put a half a cup of bleach in the water that went down, and it really did brighten up my gold carpet. It was gold shag, so it really didn't matter. But it was it was a way to sanitize it. Yep. Can you explain more about swish and swipe? Well, swish and swipe is really easy. We think of cleaning the bathroom taking hours, but if we do swish and swipe every day, and let me take my little magic wand out of here. This is something Robert made me to touch the screen from a distance. I used to be a lot further away. So that's I've started stashing things in here. So what you do when you're in the bathroom you do this. It takes me longer to tell you how to do it than it does to that tastes like lemon water. I love it. While you're getting dressed, take your purple rag and you wet it and you wipe down your bathroom mirror. Start at your mirror. As you're getting dressed, put your makeup away in a basket. Put it underneath the sink or in a drawer, wherever you keep it. Then you wipe down your countertops and then you wipe out your sink. You take the dental floss home runs off of the mirror. The toothpaste splatters in the sink, you wipe them out. And then you go over to your toilet. Now, there's nothing worse than having to hug a toilet if you're sick. So that's why we made this toilet bowl brush. It has these little fingers here that get up and under the rim. And people swear by this right here. Swear by this. Because it takes the calcium deposits that make your toilet not flush well, it gets them off of there. So you can get up and under the rim, swish your toilet. Now, here's my secret. Soap is soap. Now, if you've got body wash that you hate, if you've got some essential oils that you don't love very much because they're just not your thing. I got some lavender one time I really didn't like. So I would take body wash that I didn't like and put it in my vase with 1 part body wash. So if you've got this much in a jar, fill it up with that much water, shake it, put it in here, leave your toilet bowl brush in it, and when you get ready to swish your toilet, lift it out, maybe scrape it against the edge a little bit, get the drips off, and go straight over to the toilet. Now, if you have kids, you might not want to keep it in the vase. But you can leave it in the container because it'll squirt out, and just squirt some in your toilet, and swish your toilet. If you do that every day, things won't grow in there. Even if you don't use soap, things won't grow in there. And then flush it. Sometimes I do it at night before I go to bed because I like the smell that when you walk in the bathroom, it's like having an air freshener in there. So try it. Try it. Swish and swipe every day. Pick up your dirty clothes and put them in the hamper, and you're going to have a wonderful smelling bathroom. And that's the zone we're in right now. But we don't ever clean our bathtubs with this because I clean the bathtubs every time I'm in the bathtub. I clean my bathtub and throw things away, and I stay on top of that every day. So that was swish and swipe. While social distancing, where do I put the items we are decluttering that we can't take anywhere at the moment? Okay. Put them in the trunk of your car. Take them straight out to your car and put them in the trunk of your car. If you don't have a trunk in your car, or then stage them in your garage so that you can put them in the car. You see? We can still declutter, but I don't want you to pile them at the front door. I want you to get them to an area where they're already bagged up. You just have to load them in the car. And the best thing is just to take them straight to the trunk of your car. Yep. Somebody's saying put them out front and put a free sign on them. I don't know that you'd have many takers right now because we're all distancing ourselves from each other, but you might. But when this is all over with, you can take them and donate them. And there are some receptacles where you can leave things, but you got to get out of the house. And right now, we are trying to social distance so this virus stops spreading. Okay, that's page 1. Look at us. And there's nothing on the back side. Makes me happy. Can you explain the difference in piling on, piggybacking, and stringing together routines? Well, we don't string together routines. We string together habits. So piling on is when we make that big long list and we push ourselves to do it. Or piling on is like when you make a list to go to the grocery store and you keep telling your husband 5 more things. That's piling on. So piling on is perfectionism. Let it go. Let it go. Piggybacking. Okay, piggybacking. This is fun. When you establish a habit. Okay, so this past week I had to change a habit up that I've had for a long time. When I get ready to take a bath, I take my clothes off, but I take my earrings off. I take my little cross necklace off, and I lay them on my bathroom counter. Well, Sunday, when I was washing my hair, I accidentally drug my necklace by my forearm into the sink, and it went down in the trap of God just said, "You're going to clean out from under this bathroom sink today." And sure enough, I got up before Robert and I was getting dressed. When it happened, I was fully dressed, but I didn't have my shoes on. And I couldn't run any more water in the trap, in the sink, because I didn't want it to go down to the septic tank. I knew it had to be in there. So, piggybacking. So I put a 3M hook on my wall, a little clear hook. I don't have one here, but on my wall. And when I take a bath at night, I take my earrings off, I take my necklace off, and I hang them on this hook. Now I found my necklace. I was able to clean out from under the sink, put this tub underneath the trap, and take it loose, hand tight, hand loosened it, and it was amazing. Now, I'm piggybacking a habit I'm already doing, or something I've been doing, to putting them on a hook on the wall so that doesn't ever happen again. I learn from my mistakes. I make little rules from my mistakes. And one rule I have is I never leave the bathroom when the bathtub is filling up. I never leave my kitchen when the water's filling up. Isn't that right, Leanne? We never leave the area when we're filling things up with water, because it will overflow if we don't, because we forget about it. So we make these little rules. So my little rule now is to put my earrings and my necklace on this hook. I'm piggybacking it with a habit I'm already doing. And guess what? It keeps my countertop clear, and it makes me happy. So what's it? Stringing together routines. Well, they're not routines. They're habits. So here's how it strings together. You get up in the morning, and when your feet hit the floor, you make your bed. Automatic. Every single day. You go to the bathroom. You get dressed to lace up shoes. I keep my clothes laid out for tomorrow in the bathroom. Get dressed to lace up shoes, and put your makeup on, fix your face, fix your hair. You're ready to go. Bam. It's amazing. So, piggybacking on things you're already doing. As you leave the bathroom, grab a load of laundry, put it in the washing machine. See? It's piggybacking on something you're already doing. Each month we practice a new habit. January is shining your sink, but right now, if you want to jump in with us, jump in with our baby step book and just get started right where we are. Right where we are. You don't have to look back. You don't have to say, why didn't I do that sooner? We're starting where we are. So get dressed to lace up shoes, fix your hair and face, take a load of laundry. See, laundry, food, hot spots. Those are the three areas. Those are the fronts we're working on, y'all. This is our battle to fight this virus. Is we got to feed our family. We got to get rid of the hot spots. We're going to sanitize a little and get things done. I was curious if your high school teacher in West Tennessee ever got your old pump organ. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. And now's not the time to do it, but maybe one day I can get it to her. But I can't get it in the truck. Robert and I can't do that. So pump organ is in the front room. Now I do have an old pump organ right here that's my vanity. It was a pump organ that a great-grandfather of Robert's had given to a church, and they didn't want it. And so he had it stripped out and turned it into a hidden desk. So I love this thing because that's where I keep my makeup. We are on lockdown. Can you please address how we get through it? If we are indoors for weeks, maybe months, how do we stay on track? You've been given a blessing. Be thankful. Be thankful that you get to stay home right now. You got to keep your kids occupied. So go to Camp Gonna Wanna Fly. Look on Pinterest. There's lots of places to look for things to keep your kids occupied. Facebook has a ton of them going around. But we have them on our website on Camp Gonna Wanna Fly. You can download the free control journal and, get the kids involved. It's like they're going to summer camp. You're turning your house into a summer camp, and it's fun. But don't stay holed up in the house. If you can get out in a sunbeam, this is our time to get some stuff done. We always complain we don't have time. How many of you said that today? Well, guess what? You got time today. You've got time. So we're not running errands today. This is Thursday. Thursday is usually our errand day, but you can do a virtual errand day. You can cancel those appointments that you need to cancel, like for your dental hygienist and these things. I've got to cancel a hairdresser appointment for next week. This is my virtual errand day. You can order things from Walmart or Target, any place that delivers. You can place an order, or you can go pick it up. You don't need to go in the store, but you can go pick it up. Do you need refills on your medications? Contact your doctor and get a refill without having to go to the doctor. You can call the doctor and tell them you need a refill, and they'll call it in. So this is errand day, but we're going to do virtual errand day. We're doing everything online and on the phone. How do we stay on track? We pretend like it's the same routines we would have if we were going to work. You got to get up, you got to get dressed to lace up shoes, swish and swipe, empty your dishwasher, get something going for dinner, do a load of laundry, and then get outside and take a walk. Stay away from people, but take a walk. I love drive-through prescriptions. I'm telling you. It's been a blessing with Ben with cancer, because he doesn't have to go in to the drugstore. He just has to stay. He's been distancing from people for a long time. Now, if you're going to get gas in your car, you need to wear rubber gloves, or you need to hand sanitize before you get back in your car. You got that? You're touching the pump to pump gas. If you're not anywhere but New Jersey, I think New Jersey pumps the gas for you. But Ben went to check on his dad in West Tennessee. He's with his dad right now. His probation officer said to go now and not wait. And so he's in West Tennessee with his Aunt Margie and his dad. So he's taking care of people, which is good for him. And he's being taken care of, because I know Aunt Margie will take care of him. Okay. So being home is a blessing right now. Being home is a huge blessing, folks. So let's take advantage of it. Let's declutter. Start in your bathrooms. That's the zone we're in right now. And then you can pick one drawer in the kitchen, one little area, and declutter just a little bit. And remember, you can't organize clutter. When you start thinking about organizing clutter, start plucking things out of that clutter that you want to get rid of. I've got my TV recording what's going on right now, and I can go back and watch it, so I won't miss anything. Y'all are more important right now. What happened to your little stick wand? It is missing from your previous show. I have it right here. Robert made me a little wand, and it's got one of those little points on it that I can get rid of comments and stuff. So there you have it. I still have it. It's just I don't use it much because I'm just an arm's length from the camera, the way I've changed my setup. Now, I am working on another set that I'm going to put right here in front of these windows. It's a kitchen look. It's a kitchen backdrop. You know how I had the shiplap backdrop. It's a kitchen backdrop, and I'm going to put right here. But I'm not doing it right now. I really need Justin and Robert here to hang some stuff for me, but I'm not going to worry about it. It'll get done when it gets done. Are you and Robert still going out to eat as much with the coronavirus issue? Nope, we're not. Now, we're still, Robert will go pick up things, like last night we ate Mexican. And Leanne and I are staying away from each other. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. She's just up the mountain from me, and I can't go to her house. So it's difficult. We usually have Wednesday night dinner, and we were both just saying, we got to do this for the ladies. We got to show them that we can be together on the phone and we can talk and we can do everything. We don't have to be in each other's homes right now. The flag was, people commenting about the flag behind me. I'll still have this set. Don't worry about it, but I'm working on another one. So we're not going out to eat. All our restaurants are closed. You can't eat in anywhere. Even at the Cardinal Drive-In, you can only drive in and get food. You can't go inside and get, they'll bring it out to you. So with this Chinese virus, we are cooking and we're staying home. Nothing on the back of the page. I've been using purple rags instead of paper towels. Yep. I'd like to hang them to dry in between other uses. How should I do this without them smelling? Well, the problem with your purple rags smelling has to do with you not wringing them out well and there being bacteria in them. Now, I like to rinse mine really well. You can also throw them in the microwave and get them super hot, but don't touch them. And then you can wring them out because you're sterilizing them then. You're getting them super hot and sterilizing them. But let me show you how Robert taught me how to wring things out. And it's not wet, so it's not going to be easy. You do it like this, and you fold it over. And then put it in your hand, and then you take the tail and you pull it up. So you have this wad here, and then you take it and you go and grab it again and wring it out. Now, I like to hang it over something. Say you've got your water bottles setting out or something, dishwashing liquid, whatever. I just sort of hang it over it so it gets air from all around it. And then I'll put it in the dirty clothes. I may use it a couple times and then I'll let it dry and then I'll put it in the dirty clothes. But if it's getting smelly on you, you're not wringing it out well and it's not sanitized. So put it in the wash machine with some hot soapy water and get it good and clean and run it through the dryer because that's going to sanitize it too. And purple rags and silver rags and pink rags are all on sale right now. They're all on sale. Where other people are price gouging for toilet paper and all kinds of stuff like that, we put everything pretty much half price. The purple rags are on a BOGO, silver rags are on a BOGO, and the pink rags are half price. And these were for makeup, but people are using them for glasses. Somebody said this morning they were going to use their pink rags for toilet paper if they had to. Hey, I use cloth diapers. I know what it's like to get poop out of diapers. You do it, you wash them, you hang them out in the sunshine, and you let them dry. Okay, next question. We have a child's birthday party to attend. It shows 35 people confirmed they're attending. In your opinion, would you take your family to the party? It's being held in their home. No, they're irresponsible for having a party right now. Now you're going to get me mad. This is wrong. We have been told to shelter in place, and you go to a 35 people party and take your family. Now, where have all these people been? Have they been to China? Have they been to Peru or Italy? No, don't go. Don't go. This is wrong. You have been told to stay home. It is your patriotic duty. It is your family that you're putting at risk for what? A birthday party? No. Stay home. You can postpone this birthday party. I've known people who have had half-year birthday parties. So if your birthday's in January, you can have a July birthday party. By then, we'll be through with this stuff. We will be through with it. So this person, and I would post where they posted the invitation not to go to this party. I would shame them. That's what I would do. Because you do not have a party when you're being told to stay home. No. Now you can have a little party within your family that is in your house, but you don't put elderly people in danger. A lot of people are carriers of this virus and never get sick. So folks, if somebody invites you to a birthday party, tell them this is irresponsible. This is irresponsible. And don't go. Don't even tell your kid about it. Don't even tell your child about it. And most of the kids don't even know it's their birthday. So you can postpone a birthday party. But you can have a little party at home too. Just your family. It's okay to bake a cake in a 13 by 9 pan and put icing all over it and stick candles in it. If you don't have candles, I know you've got candles somewhere. Skype a birthday party. How fun is that? Do Facebook Live a birthday party. So folks, don't go to birthday parties. Don't do it. Next question. I'm moving into a smaller home. I know a lot of my belongings will not fit. Should I rent a storage unit to hold the other items, or should I just toss them because I won't be using them for a while? If you don't love it, you don't have a place for it, then get rid of it. You've got to downsize. Now, sometimes I play a game with myself, and I pretend like I'm going to move into a tiny house. And if I moved into a tiny house, what would I take with me? You know, what would I take with me? Looking here at my table, I would take this water bottle. I use it for my teapot. I'd probably take my little baby humidifier right here. I like my little baby humidifier. I'd take my stand that all of this is on, that where I'm talking to you. In the kitchen, I would take a little iron skillet and a big iron skillet and my pasta pot. And my Vision cookware, which is a 2-quart saucepan and another pan that makes a double boiler. Yep. That would be all. I would take my silverware. I would take my favorite dishes, which are red, and that's what I would take from my kitchen. I would take a slotted spoon. I would take my favorite spatula. I mean, I can downsize in my head right now, thinking about it. And guess what? You can donate all the rest. Keep what you love. A can opener, a bottle opener. Let's see, what else? My stirring spoon that we've had for years. I would take that because I use it a lot. And my cooking fork. I would take one set of sheets. Take my favorite set of sheets. And I would take the things that make me happy. My pictures on the wall. So folks, you can downsize easily. You don't have to have everything. Think about going on vacation and having one suitcase full of stuff. We can live out of our suitcases if we have to. Keep it simple. I'd have my computer. I'd probably take my little computer table because it makes me happy and it gives me a place to work. Probably my chair that I sit in. You can do this, but don't get a storage unit because that's going to suck the life out of you. It's going to weigh heavy on your mind that you've got stuff in that storage unit. And, and when times get tough, that's the first thing to go, and then you lose everything. I take my crock pot. I might not take my Instapot, but I would take my crock pot. I love my crock pot. I use it a lot. But your Instapot will do crock pot. It will do everything. So the Instapot might be a better choice to keep because you're not going to have a lot of room. If you like to make bread, then so be it. Take your bread maker. I would take my little food processor too because I use it a lot. So folks, downsize. You can do this just sitting here thinking about it. Just think about it. Do we need all our makeup that we have? Most of our makeup is expired. We're in our bathroom this week. Let's get rid of some of that makeup that's old. It's dangerous. I had a friend that put makeup on her face and it had been expired and she went into anaphylactic shock from it. So don't put that stuff on your face. Get that stuff out of your house. Well, folks, I've been going for an hour. I love you all. I'll see you at 3:00, and we'll figure out what the president's been talking about. And Zoom, I wouldn't use Zoom right now. Zoom is the owner of Zoom has Chinese engineers, and he's a Chinese American, but his product is made in China, and I wouldn't use it. That's just where I am right now because they're collecting lots of information on us. And something good's going to come out of this terrible thing that we're going on. We're going to have factories in this country now making our antibiotics, making our blood pressure medicine, making this medication that's supposed to really work for us to cure this virus. We're going to make stuff in this country again, y'all. I remember when we stopped making things in this country. I remember it. My sister, it killed their business. She had a sewing factory, and they had to shut down the factory. I wish I knew where all those sewing machines were. Yep, I would start back up a sewing factory, and we'd start making our own purple rags. Yep, we would. We can do this, folks. We can pull together as a country, and it doesn't matter if you live in Italy or wherever you're from, because I know we got people everywhere. If you pull together as a country where you are, what conference videos do I suggest? Microsoft is making their Microsoft 360 available to people. So check on Microsoft. So y'all just be safe. Be safe in lots of ways. It's made in China. Its servers are in China. Zoom servers are in China. So folks, you learn something new every day. I love you all. I'll see you at 3:00. Bye.